Hey guys, this is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews. Today we are going to talk about this Saunabox behind me. Now, it is the SmartSteam Kit Pro by Saunabox. This is my first time using a wet sauna. And honestly, I'm not sure if I love it as much as using a dry sauna, but there are so many people who love using a wet sauna. I mean, particularly those who are looking for any sort of skin rejuvenation. Like a wet sauna with almost 100% humidity is going to be so good for those who have dry, flaky, itchy skin. If you struggle with eczema, if you struggle with psoriasis, that's going to be a huge benefit to doing a wet sauna versus a dry sauna. Now, you still are going to get a lot of the benefits that you would using a typical dry sauna, like improved circulation, muscle recovery, deeper sleep, the list goes on. I mean, and there continue to be more and more studies done on the benefits of saunas that not just help our external body, but our internal body as well. Before I get into the details of this Saunabox, make sure you are subscribed to our channel. Also, if you want to go ahead and purchase this, we have made it easy. Place the link below the like button. When you use that link, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does give us a small commission. And lastly, this was sent to us by the company, but I'm always honest and upfront about my reviews, and we just like to make sure you know that going into it. Now, this is $349. When you purchase it, it does come with a couple things. So it comes with a microfiber towel. It comes with a heating unit, obviously. It comes with a pop-up tent. It also comes along with a portable chair that you can go ahead and stick in your sauna, as well as a floor mat. Now, the floor mat, I think, is essential to being able to take in and out of the sauna, because while you are in this, you are going to be sweating and sweating and sweating. With the floor mat, they've actually designed it so that you can go ahead and throw it into your washing machine, get all of the dirt, all the sweat, all of the stank out of it, and then go ahead and dry it. Now, on the website, it wasn't clear if you could go ahead and throw this into the dryer, so I would just be cautious and let this air dry unless you find out more information than I did, which in this case, let us know in the comments. But for me, I would just to be on the safe side, don't throw it in the dryer and let it air out. Now, this is particular to wet saunas. You don't have this problem with dry saunas, but you have to keep this clean. You have to keep this ventilated, obviously, because moisture is going to just be like a good melting pot for bacteria, especially combined with the amount of sweat that you are doing. So the fact that you can take off this floor mat, I think, is key. They also say that after each use, make sure to wipe it down with a non-toxic cleaner, and then open up the window vent as well as open up the door vent just to allow airflow in it. And so it's not just this breeding ground for germs and mold and any other thing that you really just don't want in there. Another thing that this does come with is a portable carrying case, which I think just is really smart. Now, how often am I going to be using this from place to place? I don't know. But the fact that it can fit into essentially just a small carrying bag, as well as having the heating function next to you, I mean, it breaks down really small. This also can be used both indoors and outdoors. The website says that if you use it outdoors, just make sure that it is underneath a covered porch area, because you don't want it to be exposed necessarily to the rain and the sunshine. It's just going to wear out the tent's exterior a little bit quicker. On this Saunabox, it does come with a 2-year warranty. Now, it was hard to really compare warranties, but I would say that the ones that I did find that offer a wet sauna, this was a pretty comparable warranty. However, there was a lot of people online that did complain about the customer service. So make sure going into your purchase that you know that if there's any issues that arrive, you might be forced to deal with the not ideal customer service. And I think that that is worth calling out. Now, one thing I do really appreciate about the website is it has a bundle, which is your ultimate recovery bundle for $100 more. And essentially for $100 more, you can go ahead and get a portable cold tub. This is essentially a vinyl material that you build yourself. It does not come with a chiller, but if you are somebody looking to get into an entry-level sauna and cold tub experience, I think that for $450, that's absolutely worth looking into. It's not much different than something like the ice barrel where you're going to have to put ice into the tub. And again, for an extra $100, I say absolutely go for it, because I think that it makes the experience of doing contrast therapy so much better than just doing a wet sauna. Just know going in, when you do buy that recovery bundle, the ice barrel does not come with a cooler. You are going to have to put ice in yourself in order to keep it chilled. Another thing that I actually really like about wet saunas and the research that has been done on it, it helps a lot with respiratory issues. So as we are going into these colder months, I mean, it's still August, but we are going into like October, November, so on pretty quickly, and a lot of respiratory issues can arise. So making sure you're taking care of your respiratory health and being able to do this in a sauna way, I think is really great. Now, a couple claims that the website has made, and then also it's been backed up by customer reviews, is this has a more even heat distribution than typical wet saunas. Now, to be honest, this is my first time experiencing a wet sauna, so I can't make a really good comparison, but a lot of people on the website also claimed that they have used other wet saunas versus the Saunabox wet sauna, and this was just overall a better experience. It had more consistent heat throughout the time of their use, just more even temperature. Now, talking about temperatures, this does only go up to 130 degrees. However, that is not a bad thing. You are experiencing almost 100% humidity with this Saunabox, which just elevates the field temperature so much more. I actually tried to find online what the field temperature of 130 degrees with 100% humidity was. I couldn't find exactly that number, but I did find a website that said 150 degrees up to 90% humidity was around the range of about 160 to 170 degrees. So keep that in mind, like this is definitely going to feel really hot while you are using it. All the certifications that they carry are listed on the website. However, a couple I'd like to call out are that it is BPA free, it is ETL certified, and then also microplastic free. So if you've done any sort of research on microplastics, this is something I definitely appreciate the company doing, because we definitely don't want to be like breathing that in as we are using our sauna. This does come with a really lightweight thermo shield cover, but it is going to trap all of your heat in there. So if you were using it and you were getting like overly dizzy, overly hot, obviously like the warning signs, like we don't want you in the sauna for that much longer. There is a Velcro window as well as the zipper door that you can go ahead, open for more airflow while you're using it. The setup on this is incredibly easy. It should take you less than 10 minutes. And then again, about 10 minutes to disassemble it after you've made sure that you have cleaned it thoroughly and that it is all dry, so you're not packing up a wet sauna into your carrying case. The sauna comes with 7 levels of heating, so obviously 1 through 7, and then it has a timer that you can set from 0 to 60 minutes time. Now, I obviously did not do the 60 minutes time. I cannot imagine doing 60 minutes time, but most people, and this might be different with wet saunas, but most people who do dry saunas do about 20 minutes at a time. And then if they do any sort of like contrast therapy, hop in there and then go back for another 20 minutes. I know that 60 minutes time can be like an ideal metric of what you want to do for a sauna session. The steaming unit itself carries 3.6 liters of water. So again, it's going to last you that full 60 minutes. On their website, they have 1,136 reviewers. They have given it an average rating of 4.7 stars. Overall, everybody really likes this sauna. And again, the major call out to this is that they didn't have an ideal experience with the customer service. So who do I think this is good for? I mean, honestly, anybody who is looking for benefits of a wet sauna and a dry sauna, or somebody who is just getting into the idea of doing sauna sessions at their house. I mean, this is portable, it's lightweight, it's easy to move and clean. It doesn't require a lot of electricity going into it. And so for me, I think that this is a great entry-level sauna, especially given that $350 price point. If you have used a wet sauna or a dry sauna, let us know your experiences below. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews.